Hey guys, my name is Mike Munzing with Munzing Mortgage Group. Been down here in South Orange County for nearly 30 years doing loans for you, the realtors and your buyers. Having a great time down here, and the market is changing, getting kind of exciting now that I've done some more research on some things. Don't forget, you can always go to my website at www.mikemunzing.com. Got great rate sheets over there, articles, some good stuff, and very informative for you for this weekend if you hold open houses. I've got a real good online application over there as well. But right now, being this is the last video before the TRID gets introduced, we've been hearing about it for a long time. It's coming out of the CFPB. But now that I've been doing all this research about it, you know, I've been hearing horror stories for months. Let's take a look at the loan estimate real quick here. A couple things to be aware of. We'll bring up the top of the page here. It's got the details on the borrower, some of the top details on the loan here, but down below, it really breaks down the term of the loan. You know, it's a 3-page form. They're consolidating the good faith estimate and the truth in lending statement that your buyers get, so we can break that down. But the interesting part is over here on page 2. Now, as a mortgage broker, for the last number of years, if you may not have known that, but the brokers have been at a little bit of a disadvantage. The brokers have had to, I always jokingly say, open their kimono, basically expose every dollar, really break down what we're making to every penny, but the banks did not have to. The lending world, the government said, we're going to penalize the brokers, but not the banks and the direct lenders. So the brokers really had a tough disadvantage there. But with the new TRID system, CFPB came back and said, that's not fair. So the borrowers will see, which is critical, the borrowers will see what they are going to be paying. Whether it's myself or B of A or Wells Fargo, Chase, whoever, we're going to be disclosing the exact same fees. Of course, mine will generally be lower because as a broker, I get wholesale rates. Lower fees, quicker turn times. It's fantastic, but this will really break it down. I'll bring up the loan cost right here. You can kind of see it broken down. It'll be a lot cleaner next week when it's all updated, because they won't let us update this form until next week when it's all released. But then we have the next box down here is the services that the buyer cannot shop for. So we've got some interesting rules there. Down below, the closing costs that the buyer can shop for, escrow and title. Next, on the right side of the form here, on the top is all the other costs. These are the interest and impounds and everything else up here. And down below, it breaks it down real nicely into the cash to close area. Really lets the buyers know what they have to come in with. It breaks it down from their deposit, if there's any credits, and just exactly what they have to come in with. Now, page number 3 here, we have just other information. You've got a 5-year comparison or a 5-year breakdown on the loan so they can see what's going on here over 5 years. And then all of the other parameters of the loan down on the bottom portion here to really inform them. These 3 pages give them just amazing detail in a consolidated form as to what's going on. You can see it even has the APR here right in the middle, which is kind of where that truth in lending statement comes in. Now, in a coming video, I will break down the closing disclosure, which will really break it down. Now, that's the form that our buyers have to have 3 days prior to them signing their loan papers. Now, this is where we're hearing about all these delays. One of my investors has a great new angle on that. They're going to allow us to send the closing disclosure prior to them finishing all of their conditions. Basically, once we know some of the details, we can get that closing disclosure statement out to the buyer well before 3 days before the closing, as long as we know what everything is. So we need to lock carefully. We need to do a little bit longer locks just in case we have some delays, but we need to know the cost, the locks, all the details. While we're getting the conditions cleared up, we can get it disclosed early and not hold us up at the end of the closing time. So we've got some work to do. All of us need to work together on that, but we'll make it through. As I've done a lot of detailed research, we're going to be okay. Okay, now I want to look real quickly at the propertyradar.com report back for August. report came out a couple of days ago. You can go find that online at propertyradar.com. Very interesting, very detailed, but it breaks down all of California, not just Orange County. But let's see what they have to say here, that the California sales are stuck in the doldrums. We talked about that autumn market from Stephen Thomas last week. The sales are down 13.1% from July to August, and the median prices of all over California are down 1.2%, down to $415,000, a little bit higher here in Orange County, but that's over the whole state. A couple things they point out here are that while we had a couple of strong months this year, certainly the first part of the year was crazy, August sales are a clear reminder that California sales are still quite weak. I think we know that. Year-to-date sales volumes are lower than 4 of the last 6 years, only slightly better than 2007, and far below the pre-crisis volumes that we had back in 05 and 06. We all know those are crazy. Another comment here, the lack of price appreciation in August has been a welcome change for our buyers. We all know that. Now things are leveled off. It's worked out quite well. Year-over-year median prices that have increased have exceeded 10% in 6 of California's 26 largest counties. Orange County was not in the double digits, but my goodness, San Francisco year-over-year was up 28.3%. Crazy increases in San Francisco. Just a real interesting report for the broader California health in real estate. Interesting information, but we're heading into another beautiful weekend. This ought to be gorgeous. It's been a great few days. A little warm for some, but just sunny and beautiful and clear. I will be out working. To be sure, call me anytime at 949-689-5626. I'm ready to go on TRID. It's upon us. It's going to work out great. Kicks into gear on Monday, but it's going to be great. We can still close quickly. Being I'm a broker, I've got some of these fantastic investors who have invested heavily into their systems. So a lot of electronic stuff going on. Have a great weekend. I so appreciate working with you, bringing you this information. I'm always trying to monitor what's going on. I've been out here nearly 30 years. It's what I do, and I just really appreciate working with you. So God bless you. God bless your families. God bless this beautiful country. Let's work together. Send me those buyers. Have them call me anytime. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Money, 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 money.